Welcome to the SCENIC route, where we shoot the breeze with ease because, well,
taking your time is a luxury.
Sorry. Here we go.
What
movie is that from, guys? What movie is it from?
It's on the shirt. He's got a clue, but it's not quite a clue.
Got a clue, but not really a clue. I think that's it. What, guys? And he said, we're not hosting an intergalactic
kegger down here.
You boy Zed.
Do the one where they're in the training facility.
He said, when he come in there, he said, well, first I was going to shoot this guy, hanging from the street light.
He's working out.
He's working out. I feel someone come bust my ass. I'm on the treadmill. Ain't no real threat there. Then I see this snarling beast guy. And I realize he's not snarling. He's sneezing. Ain't no real threat there. And I see little Tiffany, 8-year-old white girl, men of the ghetto, Aquinas physics books. She does some shit, Zed. And to be honest, right now, he's just something else he said. She does some shit, Zed. And to be honest, appreciate it if he's the my back about it.
Yeah, that
or do I owe her an apology?
Right. Yeah.
That would be, what movie is that from, guys?
Man in Black. Nice. Dr. Data.
Thanks a lot, Dr. Data. Thank you, man. It's for the audience to say.
Man in Black.
She's a Dr. Data. Hey, what are your thoughts on Stephen Hawking?
Honestly, I mean, the movie was good. Mm-hmm. The movie was good.
I've never seen the movie, but I do love Eddie Redmayne.
The Theory of Everything? You didn't see it?
No.
Tough.
I do love Eddie Redmayne, though, as an actor. Shout out to Eddie Redmayne. He was in The Yellow Handkerchief. Yellow Handkerchief, written by Aaron Dignam. It's the first time I had seen his work. Incredible actor. But when I really fell in love with him was Fantastic Beasts because he played a dude. Here's my thing. I like when, first of all, let me say this. It's not Cinnabons. It's cinema. Real talk. Word to my mother.
All talk.
But I think it's super hard to play somebody different from you without feeling like you're overdoing it. Or even if somebody with a disability, like if someone plays someone who's autistic, they're going straight. It's like off Tropic Thunder. Don't go fool. You know what I mean? There's levels to someone having like a cork or tick or something.
Right.
And in that movie, he had like a slight like social I don't know why I thought that was glass. And it was about to be, oh, dude. Clearly he got something to say. What's on your mind?
It's the Indian in the cupboard. He's about to jump off here.
For those of you who don't know, I call my brother Yoda all the time because he's my teacher, my master of Zen, master of power and knowledge. And wisdom is right. He said, but you have to come to the dark side.
I'd love to be old and decrepit and
give somebody some game.
Help people.
That's hard. I ain't it.
He said, your sword is strong as your mind.
He said, you cannot master your anger, or your anger becomes your master. Is that what you're going to say?
Just say it backwards. Whatever it is.
He said, that's not what I was going to say. What's that from, bro? That's
Mystery Man.
Oh, okay, you know. My bad. I tested you. I should have done that. That was disrespectful.
Yeah.
All right. You got anything you want to get off your chest this episode, man? Something's been on your mind.
Okay. Here's like fun fact of the day. I heard about this. So you know how they're like in the 80s there was like the crack epidemic, right? So then that produced like more crime. Ronald Reagan at the time was like war on drugs, all this and that. So there was a study. There was a study that was done that there was a rise in crime at that time, and then it depleted around the 90s and the 2000s. And do you know why that was? Like, do you have like any guess of why that could be?
Why the crime rate went down in America in the 90s?
In the 2000s, yeah.
Late 90s, early 2000s?
Yes. After that rise of crime. All right?
No,
and I'm going to tell you. So
I wanted to know, but I didn't know.
Yeah, but there was, and people don't know because this is a recent study that they did, and it's so they determined that the ruling of Roe versus Wade, the abortion bill that it got passed around the 70s, right? So, but before then, this is how time works, right? 20 years, 10 years before that, there's all these kids that were being had because people were kind of
forced to keep them,
or it was kind of like a thing. So you have all these like kids that grew up in these bad conditions, didn't really have like parental figures and stuff like that, and they said that it was about like a 15% increase in the crime, or a slope of 15% or something like that.
Interesting.
And that it was because that's the generations before people who kind of grew up in tough household situations. Then when Roe versus Wade happened, you don't have
people like kids that they wanted to have,
or at least were prepared in some type of way to have, and just more people grew up in that.
That just shows you how important parenting
and you wouldn't really know that, and you wouldn't really like consider that being the reason. You would just go straight to the drugs or the violence or whatever it was. But the reason why a lot of that was happening was because there wasn't those safe environments to do that. So I found that out. I thought that was like a pretty cool fun fact, and especially because I think they're trying to get rid of it.
Yeah, which is ridiculous. Woman's body, woman's choice.
Right.
100%.
Yeah.
I believe in that. I stand behind that.
Yeah, for sure. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's great information. I had no idea about that.
Yeah, but like you said, time, it matters. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, it does. People get smarter, but and then again,
you make one small change, though, it's that ripple effect.
Butterfly effect.
Yeah, butterfly effect. That's why I was like, when people talk about like saving the world or like doing something special, you feel like it has to be this grand thing, but it doesn't always work out like that. It's usually you did one thing and it has like this lasting effect that ripples through the time continuum or whatever. That's why, like in all the Marvel movies, if they go back and they change one thing,
everything
or
is
Back
thrown
to the
off.
Future,
Yeah,
everything's thrown off because what you did already set things in motion.
There's something, a sequence and thing that's going on that is divine, that is beyond our understanding, our intelligence, that is beautifully put, and to make it beautiful, it's almost like a painting. Like for it to be beautiful, you're gonna have to throw some like colors maybe that it's not your favorite color on there, but that color complemented with this color is a great view, so when your life, you're like, my life didn't always go great, there was some shit, but that shit that happened to me mixed with the good shit that happened to me made me like this, and I love who I am.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
Pretty cool.
Oh man, I read this one quote today, or was it in one of the movies that we had watched? They said, it was in Deadpool vs. Wolverine. At the very end.
I know the movie Backwards and Forwards. What part are you talking about?
When old girl from
Daphne Keene.
Is that what?
X-23, the little girl. With the
No. It was the girl from Lovecraft Country when she came in, and he was like, "Well, I told him that maybe in his world he could get his friends and all this and that."
Oh, homegirl from Lovecraft Country.
Yeah, and she said, "Well, sir," she was like, "His past is what made him into."
Yeah, what made him she said his past made him the man who did it.
Yeah.
He was like, he just saved the world, and she's like, yes, and his past made him the man who could do it.
Yeah.
Deep.
I thought
guys,
that was dope.
can I just say this? Sorry. Marvel movies, not all, but majority of very, very deep films. A lot of them are based off biblical, like, you know what I mean? Most heroes are Jesus, the Jesus of theirs. Like, they're kind of taken from that. The guy who can handle the most and take the most, sacrifice to save the world. Most great superhero movies, the hero dies at the end. Iron Man, that was his whole thing. Sacrifice myself for the betterment of mankind. And just that story, there's a thing, I always bring this up, it's called Finding Joe. If you have a chance, watch it. It's called Finding Joe. It's an hour-long study on humans and why they're attracted to certain movies. Harry Potter's, The Hobbits, the Star Wars, the Marvels. There's a pattern that all those movies follow.
There's this concept called alchemy. You know what that is?
No.
So, here, I'm going to look it up because I want to make sure that we get it right.
It's not in the bonds. It's in the mind. Word to my mother. Word is born.
It's a seemingly magical process of transformation, creation, or
Start over, please.
Okay, so an alchemist is somebody who creates this, but it's a person who practices alchemy, right? And alchemy is a seemingly magical process of transformation, creation, or combination of things, right? So, you know what I mean? A lot of times those stories, and it's also a book, but it comes from this term, right? It's that person that, you know, the person that we love in the story is the person that goes through this magical process that gets them to that next thing in their transformation. Yeah. And I think we like to see that in characters. You know, it resonates with us because we get to see their almost ending or where they're getting ready to go.
And then you place yourself in it.
And you place yourself in it.
You see a giant in a movie, you associate that giant with a problem in your life. This has been a thing that I can't beat. It keeps fucking pushing me down. Right. You know what I mean? Whatever it is. Yeah. And we all have that. It was an incredible thing. I remember I had been saying that we need to sit down and watch it. We haven't yet, but I definitely want to do that with you. Pretty interesting the way they tied it up. And I was like, every fucking movie they named is tatted on my body right now. Every movie they named, pretty much like at least the 8 out of the 9, I have some form of it on my body.
Yo, there's these questions. There was this good one I saw earlier.
Please. This is from our fans.
Yeah, this is from our fans. If you guys have
questions, you can have on the next episode. Your question can make the show.
Put them in the comments below.
Make sure you comment, like, subscribe. Next week, we're going to be accepting tips. So, I'm just kidding.
So if you want to put that, if you want to add to...
Just hit the... I don't know the stuff. I got to watch more. I got to know the stuff.
Yeah.
Log in and subscribe to my channel. Because what I say matters.
How similar are people with the depictions and descriptions of their zodiac signs? Is that a thing for you?
We can make anything make sense in our mind if we wanted to, honestly. The road. You can make the road make sense. Yeah. Can you ask the question one more time?
What does it say? How similar are people?
Okay, yes.
You know what I mean?
Got it. How similar are people to
the zodiac sign?
Got it. I think there are some cases that it's real, but I also think if you believe in something, you start to just, you know, once someone accepts it and says, hey, okay, astrology's real, and then every time they experience it or hear it, they're like, oh, that makes sense. You know, I feel like you'll just kind of fall into that. Yeah. But I think it's nice for conversation, and I do think it makes people feel a little more okay with their existence because they feel like they have a firmer grasp on the why and the how, which is not true. Yeah. I don't think you ever really know why and how. And it's not determined, I don't think, off of fear. You know? But I do enjoy when I do find a similarity. I'm like, oh, that makes sense. That's cool. Yeah. I enjoy it. I think it's entertaining.
You believe in intuition?
A feeling, gut feeling, those things. Yeah.
That's a thing, for real.
Because I don't think that's me. I think that's God. I think that's ancestors. Yeah, instincts, I think, are also ancestors. I think those are genetic things passed down. Oh. It's like, hey, some people know how to navigate a room. Other people know how to navigate. Like, I was thinking about it.
And you know, go ahead. I was
going to say, I was thinking about if I'm on a plane, am I the guy that's getting up, tackling the guy and thinks he's going to blow everybody up? Am I the quiet guy that's maybe trying to figure out a way off? I don't know my place in that. Hopefully, the God, I never have to experience that. But I'm just saying.
Are you the guy that's hijacking the plane?
Yeah, or are you the guy that's hijacking the plane? Or are you the pilot? We don't know.
Right. Dang, that was because I was gonna say, because you're talking about the character that you might be.
Character that you might be in a movie, Finding Joe.
No, not that far back. Just about what you had just said about.
How you don't know yourself. Shoot.
Nah, it's all good.
I'm trying to think of it too hard. We need to have when that happens, because that's going to happen a lot on the show. It already has every episode.
Instant replay.
It's going to be like, we got to come with something like, where'd it go? Not that. That's horrible. But,
where'd it go?
Going, gone, or something. And the ball, when I say it, the ball like expands and hits the screen, and then it says, Trevor forgot again or something.
It said, whammy.
It doesn't have to be, whammy. What movie is that from, guys? What movie is it from?
Whammy. Nobody knows.
You're right. Anchorman. Whammy. Champ Kind here. I love to, he's cold.
He said, Dorothy Mantooth is a saint.
Dorothy Mantooth is a saint.
Yes.
He's not
and like you take her for a steak dinner and not pay.
No. Shout out Anchorman.
Yeah, shout out Anchorman. If I remember it, I'll get back to it.
Okay. Sorry, man. Fuck.
No, that was me. Okay, this is a good one. BB_Pandy says, being forced to deny Jesus while being in the industry. Please touch on that.
Nobody can force anybody to do anything. Let's be real.
Okay.
Either you stand your ground or you don't. That's how I feel about that. Yeah. So
yeah, the forcing of it.
Yeah, it's impossible for me. For someone to force me to not say who I believe in, who I love, and who I think, is the way, the truth, and the light.
My thing is that no matter what you do, you have to be able to. It's okay, like whatever, you know what I'm saying. I think belief systems, as long as you're not trying to like harm other people with it.
Yeah. Those belief systems are wrong.
Do your thing.
Belief systems that tell you to hurt other people are wrong things.
Yeah.
They are. And I'll say it here. I don't care what it is. And I don't care how long it's existed. If it involves hurting other people and not helping and suffering of others, it's not from a good place. It's from another place that you shouldn't involve yourself with.
And that goes here, because this is what I was trying to get to, is that like I feel like people sometimes try to alienate. They do they believe in what they believe in, and they alienate themselves and try to cast off everybody else.
Yeah.
So I feel like most things should be about harmony and inclusion.
Yes. And, equality, the balance, the dance,
of everybody.
You know what I mean?
Every living thing is all a thing. Yeah,
come on, bro. And it's like, as a I'm sorry.
So, but when it comes to the industry, though, I think that it definitely does. It's more prevalent than I actually believed it to be. You know what I'm saying?
What the
people,
silencing of that?
Yeah, people almost try to like hush it or like put a cap on it, or make you feel uncomfortable. Like if you do decide to do it. Yeah. There's a football player. He plays for the Texans, quarterback for the Texans. He's really good, but he's like, I just want to give praise to my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ at the end of the games. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And the people are always just like questioning
why?
him, or just like,
if he said I'm gonna go party like hell, they're like, wow.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So I still think that's dope. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
I say rep you and what you believe in, man. Whatever it is, and like I said, it should be positive. He said Jesus works for me. Right. I like Jesus.
I said I'm fine there.
Good right there.
Right. No, for real. Here, you do one.
All right.
You just pick out of that, and then there's more too. I'll show you.
Someone said you need the Hawk Tuah girl on.
Yo, that just goes to show you how far a blowjob can take you.
Dude, shit, real talk. Take it to the top.
Take it to the motherfucking top.
Take it to the motherfucking top. I'm just kidding, guys.
She didn't even act. No, we're not kidding. I'm seriously.
Hey, seriously. Now, we're not saying on us. You won't get to the top, like, you know what I mean?
Not for doing that to us. We're just somewhere, though. You might get your foot in the building.
Get your foot in the door. No, I'm just that's right. So sorry. That's the same for guys. You use a little nibble. A little nibble get you somewhere. Not as much, I don't think.
No, not as
you
much.
guys are women are hard critics.
They'll make you work for it too.
You say they're hard critics.
Yeah.
Okay. People who don't wash their entire bodies, just parts. I couldn't believe that this is a thing.
Okay, so let me tell you something about this. They said they conducted a study saying that when you don't wash your legs, you actually you get more clean than scrubbing for some reason. And I thought that was weird, but again, apparently you're a little bit more cleaner if you just let it run down.
I will say the fact that this hurts, reading this hurt, because I am a person who only washes parts of his body. I don't wash. I hit him with this move every time. Get a little soap.
Pop.
Wacky.
Armpit.
Yakky. Under the ball, get a little nail in there in case there's any cheese.
Get a little underbite.
You get a little bit of the nail, and you do a little bit of that scooping right there.
You gotta scoop that out.
Scoop that out. Get the sides, whack.
Yeah.
Whack, and then I will clean the butt like this. It's like I'm going through a washing car thing. Those
car
things.
Wash.
So I just try to do it quick. Just touch the sides of my hands. Get those clean. Maybe I'll do. If I feel like washing my hair that day, wash my hair.
Yeah.
But dude, I was told that it's not healthy to wash other parts of your body except the closed areas.
That's
you know what I mean?
That's a way to do it for sure. That's a way. Look,
experience.
I go beard.
First.
I try to go face.
Beard face first.
I go beard first. Get this out the way.
All right.
Then I go, like you said, armpit, balls. I do a reach around though.
You do the reach around for the ball cleaning.
For the ass cleaning.
For the ass cleaning.
Yes.
How is your hand? Is it flat? Is it to the side? Does a
flat.
finger go up?
Oh no, we're not digging for gold.
You don't try and get the crust out here, but you gotta hope whatever's supposed to come out.
Yeah. And you know what? I got a little spray, so I'm gonna get up in there, get me a little situation like that. But sometimes I'm just like, dude, I don't really feel like taking a shower though.
Yeah, man,
I'll
and that's
sleep
okay.
in my sweat.
Yeah.
I'm a have your outside clothes on in the bed type of dude.
I am too. I
don't give a shit.
Well, I am and I'm not. Actually, I'm not. I was, but now I'm like, it depends how tired I am, to be honest, or drunk.
That's true.
If I'm super drunk, I'm gonna get in my bed.
I'm gonna lay my
down, get some
wherever
sleep.
I can.
Get some goddamn sleep. But
if I'm really tired too,
like, dude, how can I not? I'm gonna not sleep in my bed because I don't want my clothes.
Are you a
in
side
there.
sleeper, back sleeper, stomach?
You know, your brother has back issues, and I think that's because of how I sleep.
It does affect you.
I sleep uncomfortably every night because I have back pain, but I'm one leg further than this one. Hopefully something is big enough to feel like a human being under here. And I had the nigga in the full Nelson.
He said had him in the full Nelson.
I saw this nigga coming around.
Swung my leg
this way. And I caught. He said, and I caught it
out like this.
I reached out and I caught it.
He said he pulled out the hammer.
He pulled out the hammer. These niggas
hammer.
looking at each other, whoop-de-whoop.
And that's when he swung his legs and he hit me, boom, boom.
I got his partner in front of me, and I'm moving the nigga like this. And put the nigga in.
He said, and then he grabbed my chain, right?
He said,
and he grabbed my chain and he tossed it to the nigga.
He said,
and I caught it. And I caught it.
Legendary interview.
Freaky Zeke interview.
And I caught it.
Dude, to be able to be alive and tell a story like that, I would also tell a story like
and
that.
I'd be just probably more.
Right.
3-4 niggas.
I love somebody who tells a good story. Yeah. I don't care where you come from, whatever, but
tell it good.
Black
man.
people be telling the stories good as fuck, dude. I love it, man.
Do you think it's because we add? I've been told I add stuff to my stories. I don't know if it's true or not.
I've been told.
I've been told this. Who knows?
You do, and sometimes, but the thing is, you'll admit when it's not if somebody calls you out on it. But if somebody don't call you out, you'll run with it.
I'll let it go.
But it'd be like, oh, it was actually like he's like, yeah, it was actually like 10.
Like 10. It wasn't 20. It was like about 10. But still, think about it. They're moving
felt
fast.
Like 20.
Felt like 20, dude.
No, for real. He said, Trevor tells a story. He said, dude, I was rolling down the street about 230 miles an hour, right? And this guy had to be an army of guys chasing me. And could you believe it?
Dude.
Cops didn't do a thing.
Cops didn't do a thing. Ran right by the cops. This old lady, you wouldn't believe it. She had a walker, hit the walker. She kept walking, and I guess she figured out that day she could walk.
And I felt like she had like some type of beef with me or something.
Hey, that is me. Hey,
I felt like she was looking at me a certain way and kind of rubbed me the wrong way.
I'm trying to be better about that, dude. But I do get.
He said, "This fucking guy."
I said, "This fucking guy's."
I said, "Dude, she's 80 years old."
I said, "You don't see this guy over here fucking."
Eyeing me, eyeballing me, dude.
I was like, dude,
mad dogging me.
I'm like, no, I think he's trying to say "fuck you" with his eyes. Dude.
Like, dude, relax.
I said, chill. Bro.
I said, he's 7.
He's 7. Quit. I was like, no, that little nigga has a look in his eyes.
He's looking at me, bro.
He's trying to take my Capri Sun.
No, dude.
Sorry. You got to add one more. Not all going to be first round picks, but you give it your best shot. Let's get some stuff out of our chest, shall we? Yeah, did we do that already?
We did, but you didn't. I don't think you did.
Oh, man. Let's talk about Love Island.
Good.
I want to talk about Leah. I'm not caught up, okay? I'm not like Leah. She grew on me. Leah and Rob had some issues. They fell apart. Rob kind of handled the situation a certain way.
Yeah.
Did he handle it the best way? No. Handled it the best way he knew how to handle it.
Yeah.
Leah's mad. He's with a new girl. Mad, but acting like she's fine. You know, I'm not concerned about him, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
Then she gets with my man, Connor. Connor's being cool, being sweet guy, being awesome. She goes back to, after all the beef, this dude's in love with another girl, all the beef, As soon as the girl that Rob was with leaves the house, she's up there like, what? Like, what do you think? Like, just. Mm-hmm. So I want to talk about.
It's complicated.
It's complicated. Going back to another subject, it's complicated. What do you do if a girl more than once leaves?
Dude.
And it can be earlier on. You know what I mean?
But she's officially.
Well, she didn't leave, by the way. He left her.
Yeah.
But she acted fine about it, so that wasn't a good question. But you know what I mean.
But if it were the one way that you were describing, and if I would be out by then though, I would just kind of categorize it as like she's a little flaky a little bit, but whenever she comes around, we'll have a good time. If she comes, she comes. If she don't, she don't. I'd put her in that category.
Are you?
Yeah.
Right. But you're never gonna.
I've been the type of guy that'll I take what's gifted to me. What the God's gift to me, I accept fully.
I don't let the boat pass by. I first boat
because you never know when your next boat ride will be when you sell again.
100%.
So 100%. I appreciate it every time anybody's ever lended to me. You
lend to me,
lend to you.
Lend session.
Right. No, but for
nice.
Real. But if it just keeps happening, most things just fizzle out, though.
So I'm going to bring up one more thing from Love Island. Homegirl and guy, I forget their names.
Yeah.
But it's homie who has the braids, young black man.
Yeah.
The young black woman, they're together. And he's being, to me, I think he's being honest. And I think because most women aren't used to a guy being able to articulate himself, when they do hear that, they think it's planned. Yeah. Or they think that he's trying to do something, but I think he's probably experienced more than one woman and knows how to talk to her. And he kept trying to be reassuring, like, hey. And then every time he was being real, like, I'm ready when you're ready, all these things. She's like, I just feel like it's planned or that it's written, right?
Not like,
So that kind of was like, I felt weird about that.
I need you to put the pressure on people.
Then he's putting the pressure on, trying to whatever, like help, and she's like, I'm just over it. It just feels like a friend thing. Leaves the guy.
Right.
Guy gets a new girl.
Of course.
Moves on.
Girl
starts being like, well, now that he's not on me, I think I like him.
Right.
She goes and gets back with guy because he's good-hearted.
When you get blessed by the guy, you go accept it.
Hey, he's better than most of us because I mean personally, because I would have been like, no. But he's like, I still like her, so they get back together. Last challenge, Ian. She break up with the nigga. She break up with him again. I said, it's bullshit. It's all right, hurting my dude, bro. I can see it in his eyes. He was like, man, he said, I thought I was the only one that didn't have to worry tonight. He had to. I thought I was the only one. He said, I thought I had it in the bag, but, damn, it is what it is.
It is what it is.
That shit be hurting, boy.
That's how you got to go about it, too. I mean, jeez. That's why I was like, you don't really know until you really know. But when you do, you'll know.
Yeah.
No, but you know what I'm saying?
You ain't wrong.
It's like you don't put so much pressure on it to be whatever it ain't anyways. You just let things happen naturally. Like if you spend a lot of time with somebody, then you probably spend a lot of time with them. You guys are around each other. You develop, feelings for each other, all that good stuff. So, I definitely feel like you just have to, as some would say, play it by ear, but just let it happen.
Day to day, let it happen day to day. Let's give a round of applause for Michael real quick.
Michael.
Love. It's our brother. He's our family. We love him.
Yes, he'll get on here one of these times.
And he didn't want to get on today.
You know what we could do too? I do like the idea of having the voice in the back too. If you just talked, you just chimed in on vocal too, that would be fun too. I like that.
What were we saying?
You were talking about the girl situation, but I do want to touch on something real quick. I'm just kidding. That's what they always say.
What were we saying? You were saying something.
We were talking about Love Island, but I just don't remember exactly what part about it. He said, I thought I was the only one that had to worry tonight.
I didn't have to worry tonight. But my thing is, if you really want something, I guess you can.
Never gonna get it, never gonna get it, never gonna get it, never gonna get it. Never gonna get it, never gonna get it.
Yeah.
Some of y'all need to know that you're never gonna get it. And that's okay.
That's a hard pill to swallow, though, guys. Damn.
Because that's why I try to tell people you can only get one. You only get one.
Yeah, and that's the thing.
Though, like when it's like when it's done the way that we all envision it to be, it's just one person.
And that's my thing. I feel like some people can't get somebody because they literally can't, or that one day I have to, I'm going to be with this and I can never have that right there. And that's okay. Yeah. That's okay that I can't have that because I got this and this is all I need. Exactly. Right? Fuck yeah.
Like you said it in your song.
I'm excited for it.
I will be your everything, right?
Yep.
But sometimes that I have also come to the acceptance that I don't have to be your everything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's cool. I love because we come from a writer's perspective. We're a part of making music is to paint the dream. You know what I'm saying? We want to make the dream feel like it's real. But in real life, sometimes it doesn't always have to happen like that in order to be a good thing. You have to know what their strengths, what their strengths and their weaknesses are. Like if somebody's not, for example, if what pops into my mind is I'm not a great communicator or something like that.
I'm not a handyman. That's a weakness of mine.
Right.
I'm not gonna fix no shit in the house. We're gonna call somebody and they're gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it.
Right.
That's just me. I
have those capabilities.
He has those capabilities. He has those skills.
Yeah. I like the arm hair to glisten as I squeeze a wrench, as I just tighten some shit. You know what I mean? Like, I love that forearm muscle.
The arm hair to glisten is because I know exactly the shot.
He don't got arm hair. And I don't that's why he don't fix shit.
I don't fix anything because
he ain't got all this.
I ain't got this either.
He ain't got that fur.
I ain't got the fur up here too. I got about 6 discs.
6 discs.
That would be from what movie?
The other guys.
The other guys. He's talking about Little River Band. I got about 6 discs in here. 6 discs.
Little River Band.
Let's talk about a song from It's Complicated while you're looking up something. Did you find it? Do you want to talk about that?
Oh, no. Yeah, let's do it.
Song from It's Complicated that I really enjoy. Let me look at the list here. I don't have my phone.
I'll be what you want.
Oh, no. We're talking about a different story.
Thank you from last episode. If you tuned in to the last episode, we were going to talk about
that's why you have to watch them consecutively all together, because if you don't watch them all, you'll miss some stuff that you don't want to miss, like when you watch a Marvel movie and you get an Easter egg from a movie that you've seen 10 years ago and people don't understand it, but you got to explain it to all your friends when you guys go to the movies. Roger Predactor didn't. What's that from,
Ace Ventura, Pet
Detective. Roger
Come
Predactor.
on now.
All right.
Jim Carrey, dude. Ace Ventura, Pet Detective. He said, "That's what we're doing." He said, "That's what we're doing," and that's what the
little footballs.
Yeah. Jeez. Do I do the little footballs?
Let's see that in instant replay.
She said, "Laces."
All right, that was giving some of that. That sounded exactly like it.
She said, Dan Marino shouldn't go there.
I was like, should rotten now.
Right. Dang.
Great film. Ace Ventura.
Great film. Speaking of actors and people acting like they're going to do something and they don't do it. Different story.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. So here's the thing with y'all. Y'all want to come up in this business. Let's talk about a little professionalism.
Let's
get professional. And I know we talk about the WAV files all the time, sending WAV files and all that good shit. So there's a situation that happens in music where sometimes you want to get a feature from somebody, and sometimes you have to do it remotely because you can't do it in the same place. So we saw talent. We are like, man, we want to big up somebody. We want to bring somebody into the fold. You know what I'm saying? We recognize, we see it, regardless, and we want to be a part of what they're doing. And hopefully, if we agree upon it, then you want to be a part of what we're doing.
Yeah.
There was an agreement. There was a reach out. There was a mutual
understanding
and a mutual respect level.
Yeah, that's what it felt like on the phone. Yes.
Yes. And then, you know what I'm saying? You can take it from there.
So then, the artist asked for some money for an engineering session. I was like, no problem. I like this artist. Would love to get this artist some money so we can get this verse and, we can collab. Send him the money. Doesn't send the verse day 1, day 2, day 3. Yeah. Maybe day 2, day 3, I get a text, hey, my life's not going the best right now. And to be honest, the amount of money was for me and it wasn't for the studio time. Sorry that I lied, but, it's hard, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, well, that's not the best way to go about it, but people, blah, blah, blah.
Just be straight up.
Just be straight up.
Be honest.
Be honest.
You'll go a lot
and
farther.
Don't take advantage of people because you think that they have it you don't know my life. Yeah, I could have more money than you, but my money could be being spent as much as you are spending your money. You know, all the things that I have to do, people that I have to provide for. So for you to assume that taking my money is better because you assume I have more money than you is fucked.
Yeah.
So don't do that to people anywhere ever. Be good. Even when, can I say this? Even when I'm like bartering with someone on the street and they're like trying to get one up on me, I feel like don't feel good about that.
You
or
don't?
like I feel hurt that people are trying to fuck me. You know what I mean? Whether it's like because they know who I am, or just me being a human, and you're like, oh, I know I can lie, even, or some jewelry people who are like, hey, I can get this from this person if I lie or like deceive.
You know, and that's wild.
Makes me feel weird.
That's why I like to keep a poker face in everything that I do. A lot of times and that's the whole game of poker. You never want to show people what you have. You want to pretend like it ain't what it really is because people see something, and they feel like, okay, I can try to extort that or expose that or like pull something out of this thing, and that's why definitely proceed with caution with some stuff. But then also at the same time, I just want to say that it is the name of the game as well, and that's something that I've come to the acceptance of.
You have more than me. You have more than me.
Is that like it is a game in a sense of like chicken, like. How far are we willing to go before? Oh no, I'm gonna walk away from this deal.
Whose dick is bigger?
You know what I'm saying? Oh, I have more money. I can afford that. Ain't da. Meanwhile, they're just getting you. This cost them $12, and they just charge you $200 for it.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And that's totally legal. It's totally.
I know it's legal, but I think it's fuck. And I think it'll come back to those people. And maybe and I think there's a difference between being a hustler and hustling people. I don't like that.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's cool, even though it's legal. I don't think it's right. In any capacity, bro. Yeah. Like I just really get offended.
That's why it's very hard to for me to let go of my coin, because I feel like once I let it go, I'm not gonna like get it back the way I gave it.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get it back in different ways, but it's like it's very rare that you give somebody $300, they can give you $300 right back. You know what I'm saying? It's just like it just don't happen like that. So, I mean, there's the different ways, and this is like a teaching moment. We're bringing this up as a teaching moment for a lot of people that want to be in the business and how to kind of handle these instances. Is like you do a half up front, half on the back end type of thing, where like you want to try to make sure that you're doing a background check on certain people, but sometimes you just really don't know. And you might get burned, but that's how you learn. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes it's experience through the fire.
While we're here, I want to talk about another situation. We're not going to say any names.
Yeah.
But same situation, okay?
Much bigger artist.
Much bigger artist.
Yeah.
Okay? A little old.
They're supposed to be on It's Complicated, low key.
This person's supposed to be on the record.
Yeah.
And so hit the guy up for a feature. Well, he hit me up first, saying that my stuff was dope on Instagram, whatever. I'm like, oh, sick. I like this dude. He's dope.
Yeah.
Let's get him on the record. Call him, talk to him. Hey, man, this is how much I got. He's like, well, can you do this? I'm like, for you, man, I can do that. Can't really, but I want him on the record. So, take a risk, invest in self. Yeah. And so I did that. Sent the money. And he told me the day that I sent it, hey, I'm gonna as soon as it clears, I'm gonna do the verse, have it back to you tonight.
Yeah.
Okay. Weeks go by, and then he's complaining about the amount of money and that there was like an extra tax charge or something. So didn't do the verse. Anyway, long story short, robbed. I got robbed again.
Right.
By artists that are known and respected. And I'm not the person that's going to be, all of, hey, man. But I'm just like, it hurts me to know, especially when they're this.
That's how people operate.
When they're this, too. Yeah. And it's like, from me, you're stealing from me. Like, they don't already do that enough. Like, stealing from each other. And it's something that you're supposed to be good at, nigga. You could do that shit in 5 fucking minutes then.
Right.
You don't need 2 months to record a verse, nigga. Like,
right.
What are you talking about?
For real.
But,
and you think I'm fucking stupid. You think I don't know what's going on.
Like, I don't know what's going on. Like, you really robbed me.
Right, exactly.
But, like you said, you live, you learn. And, when people do that, I'm like, maybe,
there's a reason.
They're going through some deeper shit, and I got to just chalk it up to that. But
Right.
That doesn't feel good.
That shit happens, man. People don't realize the shit in this music business, bro. It's like they don't really get it, all the things. And
you hit me up for a verse.
Right.
Shit.
Right.
And I agree to it. Okay. Yeah. If I agree to it, that's just gonna be done today, tomorrow.
And you're gonna kill it too.
Yeah. That's
the thing. Sometimes, dude, I think it's kind of wild because sometimes you think about how do you put a value on that, because sometimes for somebody you might do it off the love and do it off the strength.
True.
And you could just like you do in the street. They just got to catch, and that's the thing too. Right place, right time. We talked about that last time. You know what I mean? Sometimes you just sometimes being in the room with somebody and being infectious. A segment presented by Monster. If you just have good energy,
when you have good energy, let's give a shout out to Monster.
Shout out to Monster.
They bring that
good, sweet, good energy.
Energy. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? If you got that, then sometimes I'll be more willing to make a deal with you in that way, if you're open and honest about it. But if you're trying to snake me or something, then I'm one, never gonna work with you again. Two, you know what I'm saying? You're just out of any circle of trust, as Robbie D would call it.
Yeah.
You're not in that no more. You know what I'm saying? So
I think
people place themselves. They do it to themselves.
I think I'm a kind of person who has to be in a flow, like a feel, even when I'm making something, or like when I hear the beat, we got to do it right then, right there, or I'm gonna lose it, and it's gonna lose all of its. And I feel like you know that about me. You know what I'm saying? Sean knows some certain people I work with. I don't like to take too. Even like when I hear a record, if I'm gonna get on it, I don't want to hear, like, I'll hear kind of like, oh, the beat of a little verse, okay, it's flowing, and I'll stop it, and then I'll wait until the mic is on to listen to the whole thing and come in how I would just first time hearing it. Yeah. I think there's a lot of importance of your instinctual, like we were talking about before.
Yeah.
Instinct, presented by Monster, animalistic energy.
Yes.
Good energy.
Yeah. Dude, we've been to a lot of studios, had a lot of studio sessions,
bro. Thousands, in the thousands.
And no, for real. We've worked with a lot of people. I've learned a lot. What?
Dr. Data. We haven't heard from her all episode,
which is a surprise. I figured there'd be a few
interruptions,
things in the system that would present a Dr. Data.
Dr.
appearance.
Data. Some of you like to commune. Please do the voice. Please do the voice.
Okay. Yep, go download that, stream it on all digital platforms.
Find out on all digital platforms. Comment, like, subscribe.
Yeah, no, for real. Going back to the thing I had to tell somebody the other day, just understanding the where my perspective is coming from. I'm not just a guy that pushes buttons on a computer. Like there's a method to how I like to create music that is proven to me. You know what I'm saying? Of making great sound.
You make good shit. You can just say it, bro.
Good shit. No, but there is a formula in my mind
that you follow.
I know that other people don't have it, and that's why they don't make the music the same way.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that it's wrong. I just feel like I can listen to something and be like, man, this is really dragging.
100%.
I'm the type of person, I'm gonna tell you, if you come play music around me and you want my honest opinion, I will tell you my honest opinion.
You will.
But the cool thing is, I'll try to help you fix it if you're cool with that.
That's a lesson to all you old heads out there. Not even old heads. Anybody who want to teach anybody something, don't comment, or criticize something unless you have something to, you know what I mean?
Try to throw back in there
or replace or some sort of idea. Instead of being like, that sucks, be like, hey man, that maybe you could try it like this. You know, be helpful, human beings.
Yeah.
Be more helpful.
Yeah. Because why not? Yeah, and I look at it like, you know what I'm saying? And then, here, this is business. I offer them a solution. They may not know how to do it, but I know how to do it. You're going to pay me to do it for you.
Yeah.
Or figure out or put the pieces together how to do it. And that's how you implement business.
That's some game.
So it's like, because some people be like, oh, man, just help. But even a business strategy and a sales strategy is it's the complimentary version. You give somebody something for free. That's, you go to the shopping mall or whatever, and then they have those little pieces of chicken, and you be like, shit, I'm gonna eat here.
Yeah,
this chicken is hitting. So you do that with your business services too.
You kind of sample it out.
You give a little sample.
That tastes good, doesn't it? You want more of that?
As a trainer, we don't even give, like, sometimes we have an assessment session. That way, it's not like you're given everything that you can pull out, because at the end of the day, I can't solve all of your health issues in one session. I have to be able to build you up to it, but that first session is on me. It's my gift to you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then you do that, and then people be more likely to be like, man, he had good energy, he was cool, you know what I'm saying? And let's try it again. I'll sign up for 5 more. You know what I'm saying? Because that's all I have available. Is I have a 5-pack, a 10-pack, a 20-pack, whatever. Man, I can't afford the 10-pack. Okay, well, you can do the 5.
He said in our 5-pack is just the same as a 10-pack. You're just gonna,
right. Yeah, you have to make the incentives and stuff like that. And I feel like people have a hard time just saying it.
That's why I think
it's normal talking money. It's a very normal thing, and that's how the world works. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Definitely, I want to be better at that.
Don't be ashamed to be like, this is how much my shit costs, and you don't have to be super prideful about it either. It's just, this is how much it costs. Do you have an argument with the people on whatever.com that you order food from or order your shoes off of? You can't argue with them. They set the price and you decide if you want to buy it or not. That just is what it is. So just because we handle business face to face, you have more of an opportunity to negotiate with me, but I don't have to feel personal about where I'm setting it and what you want from the deal as well. Right. I feel like most deals want everybody to win. It's a win-win. You know what I'm saying? That's when you know you're in a shitty business deal, is if you're getting the short end of the stick and there's no real there's really no benefit for you. You know what I'm saying? So that's that's different than investment though. Investment is like, you willingly, I'm putting this money in and I've done the research to feel like I'm going to get this thing in return, in this amount of time or whatever. Right? But those are liabilities versus assets and all this and that. You know what I mean?
Sick. So, yeah. We should eventually have guests that do that shit.
Dude, we're going to have Julio on. Julio's going to come on and talk about it. He's a genius. Sick. Shout out to Julio. Shout out to Despacio.
Shout out to Despacio. It's right here. Make sure you guys get that.
Yes, make sure y'all get that. It's our mezcal, one of our investments that we've done, and we've diversified our portfolio, and he's definitely helped us do that. But you know, it is hard to find good people that you trust that are in that when it comes to your money. You definitely want to be more educated and be smarter on how you move about it, because people are out here that know more than you,
and that will legally take full advantage.
They will legally take your shit from
ignorance.
you. Yes. And not feel one bit bad about it.
They've been doing that to us,
bro. There was a time when somebody tried to buy BORNART from us and have us give 50% plus of a company away, and I'm like, hold on. And talking about in perpetuity, using language like that, and it's like, that's forever. And they're just like, oh, well, that's just something we write up for everybody. That's just standard contract. Okay, well, shit, I need a customizable, and that's where it's your job to do your due diligence, to either have your lawyers look through it, you have people that you trust to look through it, because somebody would be like, all you got to do is just sign that, but you sign that piece of paper, dude, we're in business.
He said, dude, hey, all the money and the women in the world.
And then they got you. And they got you. Freaking Ursula, Little Mermaid. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
That's what they just get you.
Thank you. Whoa, you put that in a whole nother thing. Label? Right. Oh, that's what that movie is. Music label.
That's what it is. That's what
your voice.
I'll take it from
Give me a voice. And then that's like every celebrity in that time growing up. They're going on through all the trauma and they don't say nothing in public because they're
right.
Shit.
Yeah. So
interesting.
Be smart about how you're moving with your money.
Those guys, did you know that in The Little Mermaid? You've seen those guys, right? Those brothers. I think they're brothers too.
That they
Did
do
you
like
know that, like, in Goku, but really Naruto is his nephew, and they say that because of the writing was upside down, that it's two different lifestyles.
It's actually Lilo and Stitch. Right? Yeah.
Sorry,
it'll be wild.
Let's talk cinema.
Let's talk film.
Because it's not Cinnabons, it's cinema.
Let's talk.
Let's talk cinema.
Let's talk 007s. I mean, are we mad that there's not a black 007? Do we want it to be?
I'd like to be black 007.
Dude, I could see you doing that for sure.
I'd like to do black 007. Give me a nice little lineup. Put the braids back in, a little suit.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I feel like I've shown my capabilities in the good enough
video.
Hold
on, dude. Where is the black 007? Even if he's not, I know they've had like Pootie Tang, they had Undercover Brother, but these are all comedies. But I mean, like a serious guy. Shaft, but Superfly. But he wasn't like because 007 is an agent.
No, there's not.
You know
what
I'm saying?
Agent.
There's like a secret
that
agent.
That would be cold.
That would be tight. You know what I'm saying?
I would love that. Let's write it. Somebody write it.
Let's do it.
Somebody write it. Send it in the comments. We'll just read it in the comments.
Yeah.
Full script.
I mean, you're a good looking chap.
I think I can make it work.
Good looking lad. I think you could do it.
I can make it
You've been lifting.
I've been lifting.
Talk about.
I've been told recently that I have the Ryan Reynolds build. I don't know what that means. I don't know. But I was told that. And,
can't be bad. It can't be a bad thing.
I'm just assuming you're talking about the build of the guy who just made $1 billion in a week from a movie called Deadpool and Wolverine. You're saying my build is the same? Oh.
Interesting.
Not bad. I have been in the gym. Thank you for saying that.
Right. No, dude.
Feels pretty good.
That is good.
That's been helping me, dude, working out.
The gym?
It's been giving me structure. It's been making me get up, eat better.
My thing,
feeling really good about that.
Dude, dude, this is just like a get off my chest moment too. Is like that's why when I'm talking about producing or coming from a place of experience or knowledge and wisdom, there is a thing that you have to tap into to be able to translate that information. I can't just say the same way I would say to every single person the same way. So I have to like figure it out. So even in training or vocal production, I'm trying to get the best performance out of somebody. Yeah. When most people have the innate instinct, or they wanna kind of not give their all. Everybody kind of has that sometimes. Like you because your body is meant to try to survive itself. So when you work out hard, you do that thing that causes you to strain. You're gonna want to resist it at first, and it's the trainer's job or the vocal producer's job or whoever's in that management position job to kind of get you almost acclimated and mentally ready to push further. Yeah. Right. Yeah. So sometimes I love working with people who will just let me do that and just be moldable by it. But there are people that want to contest it. But I think a lot of those people are special too because they have their own ways of looking at things. Yeah. That's who I was. I was a contester. You know what I'm saying? I kind of like talk back or like, be like, no, well, I think I know too. I have a perspective.
You have a problem with authority. What's that? Every time you get a little bit of power, okay, that's abuse your authority.
That's Friday After Next.
That's good.
Yeah. Every time you get a little bit of power,
you abuse your authority.
He said, I ain't abusing.
I ain't abusing. Yeah.
Yeah, nah.
What y'all hoes got to get up off the corner with all this?
Well, this shit, and then y'all telling pussy.
She said, "Wait a minit, bitch, I'll move, but don't you touch me."
Don't you touch me. Oh my God! Hey, wait, we are citizens of the Lord.
We are children of the Lord. We're gonna go home and we're gonna pray for this nigga, and we're gonna pray hallelujah in the name of Jesus. No, wait, but dude, I wanted to say when you were talking about how important a trainer is or having a voice. Remember that time I almost drowned when I was surfing. Mm-hmm. The guy didn't come over and help me, but I saw him. He's like, "Hey man, you okay?" And I was like, "No." And he kind of paddles over near me. He's like, "You're gonna be okay, dude. Hey, look, you're gonna be okay, right?" Mm-hmm. And I had to hear what he was saying. I had to believe what he was saying. Yeah. And that's what saved me. It wasn't him literally, just like saying the trainer. It was me hearing him and him letting me know that I could get through this period. We good on time?
Yeah. Oh, sorry, I'm scratching my head.
Oh,
it's all good.
But we can be done like 5 minutes.
5 minutes. Okay, yeah. I just wanted to say that how important that voice is, know, because that did save my life. You know what I'm saying? I literally was like, dude, I thought I was gonna fucking die. And this guy, he's like, look, calm down. He said, just paddle that way. And I was like, oh my God. And that's all I kept saying. I was like, all I gotta do is paddle this way. I'm gonna live. If I just keep paddling this way, I won't die.
Yeah, you can't. So that's the value of like being that voice for somebody. And so I take pride in that, and I want to make sure that I give people like good information because going back to that, people can deceive you by trying to present as like they're trying to help you, but they're trying to send you to your demise. You know what I'm saying? A lot
that's
of times.
Happened to me a bunch.
So you got to just know, and you pray for discernment to know like, like what voice do I listen to? That's what God having like, God in your life, or, having that type of spiritual connection is important because you do like pull from the ancestors, pull from the creator, pull from like that's what you want to believe. You don't want to believe in the lies and the deception and the confusion
because your attention and energy goes to that.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? The anxiousness, the depression, all these different things, the self-doubt, the
true. Words are powerful.
Beating yourself up about something, you know what I'm saying? Like those are all things. That's why they say the devil is a lie. You know what I'm saying? So you got to always believe when it's coming from that place and that energy, then it's usually something that's trying to steer you away from the thing that's going to save you, from the thing that's going to make you better, right? It's going to kind of put you back in that the deep end in that way, not to the shore, at least. You know what I'm saying? So that's something that I would say for people out there to like really keep trying to tap into that, work that muscle out. You know what I'm saying?
It is a muscle. It is a muscle.
Yeah, it's a listening thing too, Shit, dog. I think that's pretty good.
It's good. Did we say brotherly advice? We did, didn't we?
No, not yet.
Let's get into that.
I'll go. I know that was kind of brotherly advice right there.
Yeah, it was for sure.
But more intentional. Oh, there was this thing that I wanted to say. Dude, I know I'm boring you, but I mean,
dude, he said, dude.
I mean, jeez, I mean, we only have one night a week. He couldn't even swear. Oh my gosh, dude.
You couldn't have waited till they cut the cameras for fucking Yonder. He said, "You Murray, you get what you fucking deserve."
Hey, that's a Joker.
You guys, fuck, I wish we would have said that before. What movie is that from? We can't forget that.
Joker.
Joker, Joaquin Phoenix. Yeah. He said, that's
the whole. If you didn't want to be here, then why would you, like a
girl?
Yeah, that whole thing.
Saying if you didn't win.
Like, why am I even here if you're just gonna, I've had that before, like maybe I'm just chilling or something. They want me to be all over them or something.
Oh, yeah, it's like, why invite me if you're just gonna play your game?
If you're just gonna be on the game.
If you're just gonna play Call of Duty, like, why invite me then?
Because I like having you around, nice and
I like
close.
you. I like that. You're breathing the same air you're breathing.
I love it for the ambiance.
Oh, that's what I was gonna do. Were you lowering your voice earlier when you were talking?
What do you mean? When?
What do you mean?
What are you talking about, dude?
I think earlier I wanted to say that, but my brain moves a mile a minute, so I didn't say it. But I was like, is he lowering his voice right now, dude? He said when you're talking about different.
I'm tugging. It's the pod voice, dude.
Yeah, that's it. Dude, you know what she said, bro?
And, yeah. All right, here's my brotherly advice.
All right.
The process results in the progress. Okay? Because people want progress. They want to see progression.
You said...
The process is what results in the progress. So you have to go through the process in order to see progress. Okay, there's no way that you can get progression and an uptick in whatever you're doing without the steps that go along in the process.
Okay.
So the process is, will give you the result of the progress. Results in progress. The process results in progress.
Process results in progress. Okay. Boom, landed right there.
Yeah.
Right when you said it, then it clicked.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah. Mine to you is don't worry, because worrying's like a rocking chair. It gives you something to do but gets you nowhere.
That's fire. Love that.
It's not mine. I stole it. I don't remember where I stole it from, but I did not create it, and I wish I did.
It's a good one, though.
Real shit.
Good one. Yeah. Well, this is the scenic route. We shoot the breeze with ease.
Because taking your time is a luxury.